No simpler, no softer flatbread. Look how airy and soft it is. I start the preparation by taking a smaller bowl and crumbling 30 grams of fresh yeast or adding 7 to 8 grams of dry yeast. I add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Here I have 500 milliliters of warm water and I will pour in about 150 to 200 milliliters. Then I will mix everything well and leave it for 10 minutes to rest so the yeast activates. While I wait for my yeast to activate, I measure out 800 grams of all-purpose flour. Then put it in the bowl I will knead in, add 1 heaping tablespoon of salt and mix everything. Here I then pour the remainder of the 500 milliliters of warm water. And I also pour in 50 milliliters of oil. And then I also pour in the activated yeast. First, I will mix all of that with a spatula and then I will also knead the dough. Now, when there are no more of these wet ingredients that will stick too much to our hands like this, I scrape the excess off the spatula and continue kneading. This dough will start to stick to our hands because it has a lot of liquid. But then you pour 20 to 30 milliliters of oil over it. Wet your hand. Turn the dough over and continue kneading. I knead for about another minute until the oil is incorporated into the dough. I turn everything over like this, pat it, and let it rest for about 60 minutes. When the dough has risen, we take it out onto the flour-sprinkled surface. With the help of a bit of flour, we knead the dough again. The first thing I will do is tear off a small piece from the dough that I will use later. Now I will divide this dough into 3 parts, but so that each next part is just a little larger than the previous one. Now I will shape each part into a ball, and then I will check if I got the dimensions I wanted. First part. Second part. I had to tear off a small piece from the second part, so it doesn't look bigger than the first. Now I will just put this piece inside. You do all of this by eye. And now this last part. I'll dust them with flour and let them rest 5 minutes, as long as I need to soften the butter. I then take 1 piece of dough at a time, this largest one first, and I will roll it out. I will roll it out to a diameter of approximately 40 centimeters. I sprinkle it with a bit of flour because I need to fold it over and set it aside so it doesn't stick. We place it like this. Now I will take the next part, this middle one, and repeat the same with it. Except here I will roll out a smaller diameter. About 30 to 35 centimeters. And finally, I take this third part and roll it out as well. It will be a bit smaller, 25 to 30. Again, all approximately. You don't need to stress too much if that circle isn't perfectly round. And now everything like this. The next thing I do is take the parchment paper that will go into the pan. The pan has a diameter between 28 and 30 centimeters. On the other side, I have drawn a circle here, so I have an easier and better orientation of how big my pan is. And now we take this large part. It should go outside the lines for you. Now we will stretch it out a bit more. Like this. And like this. Now we take that softened butter. You can use margarine as well because this is a Lenten dough. So all of this can be Lenten. Now I will brush it. The entire surface. On top, I will place the second piece of dough, but that circle will be smaller. And like this. I will press it down a little, just so it kind of sticks. Then I will brush it with butter as well. And of course the third part on top. I melted between 50 and 70 grams of butter. The amount you put can be according to your choice. Just don't overdo it. Sometimes it's less, sometimes more. This part is now done. I then take a glass like this and try to place it in the center. And now you can cut with a knife or a dough cutter. You cut like this. One line like this. And one line like this. Now we will do that on this side. And like this. Then on the other side. Actually, on the third side, we will do the same on all four sides. When we cut the last part, we can remove the glass. Here our marker sits nicely while we need to proceed. And now you take like this, stretch it. Then roll it up like a small roll. And stop there. Now do the same on the other side. There. The process is the same on all four sides. Now when we do that, we take that piece of dough that we set aside. Then we knead it a little like this. We shape it into a ball. We place the ball in the center. Ta-da! Now we take this part. Like this. Then we also roll it up like a small roll, which we will wrap around these two like this. Now we will do the same with all the other parts. You just roll up the small rolls and tuck these ends underneath. Very simple. You can even cut these parts if you want. If it's too big for you, here for example like this, you can, but you don't have to. And now push these outer parts underneath like this, so that the line you drew is visible. And so there is some leeway, about 2 to 3 centimeters. Because when we transfer it to the pan, this dough will rise some more. Oops, we forgot this. I forgot. And now we will tuck it underneath as well. Now, for me, it deviates a bit from this circle here. Here there is more, here there is nothing. But that's it for you. Now, like this, push everything a bit more underneath with your hand to give it some height. I'll put it away. I place the pan. Then I transfer everything together into the pan. When I transfer it to the pan, I cover it with a cloth and let it rest for 20 to 30 minutes to rise a bit. Here I have 1 egg yolk and I added 1 tablespoon of milk. And now I will beat that together. Then I will brush the entire flatbread. You skip this part if you are making a Lenten flatbread, or you brush everything with Lenten mayonnaise. In the center, I will place seeds like this. This black part can be poppy seeds, chia seeds, flax, or black sesame. Then I will place sesame seeds around. Then the black part again. Then sesame seeds again. Now when I finish this, I will turn the oven on to preheat to 200 degrees. I'll let the flatbread rest while the oven preheats. And then I take it to bake. Here it is, it's baked. The baking time is between 25 and 30 minutes. After it bakes, we immediately brush the hot flatbread with butter. When I make flatbreads, I don't wait for them to cool. I serve them warm. Now I will show you how soft and airy it is. You can bake this flatbread in the evening and serve it in the morning. Enjoy.